Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
From the MTV Gift Suites at the W Hotel in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for So You Think You Can Dance. Tonight's host is Kat Bayless. Joining Kat will be AfterBuzz co-hosts Christy Farris, Maria Kanellis, and Tangerine. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest So You Think You Can Dance news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, Kat Bayless.
The AfterBuzz TV, So You Think You Can Dance edition from the W Hotel at the, here, get this, MTV Style Suites of the Movie Guide Awards 2011. Are we so excited?
Yes.
Are we so excited? Y'all, okay, I'm here with my girls. We got Christy Farris, we got Tangerine.com, we got my girl Maria Kanellis sitting beside me, and we might have a couple of famous guests today. I don't know, I can't give it away yet.
There's so many around here.
Oh, no. We might have a celebrity moment in a minute. You know, maybe I'll just run over and start screaming. Oh, I just saw Steve-O. I gave him a big old hug.
There's a lot of gorgeous women up in here today, including ourselves.
Look at the two down there.
Oh, look at you.
Hey now.
You can't even see the tight pants that Maria
Oh,
has.
I know. She might have to stand up in a minute.
I might have to.
Go ahead.
Breathe.
Go ahead. Show me your tight
girl.
pants.
Turn
around.
There we go.
Work it.
We're going to go down the line, I think.
I know. Excuse me.
At some point.
Kat Bayless is hosting this show. That means everyone has to dance. Because what is this? So you think you can dance, okay?
So you think you can dance?
So next, we're going to have to get up in a little bit, and everybody's going to do one little thing, okay? But not now. So we're so excited. We're actually going to be talking about last night's show, which was episode 3 in the LA. It was at the Orpheum, right?
Yeah, the Orpheum downtown Los Angeles.
Let me tell you something. I was so impressed. I couldn't even sit in my chair last night because it was so good.
I cried so many times, listening to their stories and watching them dance.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'm just oh my gosh.
We're gonna start from the top. We're gonna go through. But
Okay.
Raise your hand if you're a dancer.
I am a dancer.
I love it. Come on, Christy. You dance at the clubs.
Listen, I can act like I dance, you know? This is what I do. I do a lot of musical
Raise your hand,
theater.
Christy. What is this bracelet?
What?
Bling! Bling bling. I'm kind of jealous right now. Y'all, you should see this bracelet. It's like 5 in 1.
I don't know. I just saw it.
cute.
What are those? I felt like, I
That's
was
the
like a
pageant way.
Never
showwoman.
tell you
The
where she
pageant
got
way.
it.
Elbow,
Hello,
wrist,
everybody.
touch my
you know
chest
what?
and blow a kiss.
I know. I bought it somewhere in. I had a vacation in Santa Barbara. That's where I bought it, in Santa Barbara.
Okay, well, we all need one for this show next time.
Yes.
My
Okay.
birthday just passed. Come on.
Well, let's jump right in. Okay, so I think everyone else out there knows who the judges are. We've got Nigel Lithgow, Tice Diorio. How do you spell his last name? How do you say his last name? Diorio, and then Mary Murphy. Mary Murphy.
Yes.
She's back.
Train.
Yeah, train wreck. I love her, by the way.
too. I missed her
I
sometimes
did
when she
too.
wasn't there. I
you
needed
kidding?
her. She's a sweetheart.
She makes me so excited.
Yeah. She is.
Yeah. So we started off with this girl, Jordan Casanova. I want to call her the naughty girl.
Yes, because that's what she dances
By the way,
to.
do you know how old she is?
18.
18 years old.
What?
18 years old.
Sexy.
I kind of got a little
Sexy.
heated.
I did too.
It was weird.
It wasn't trashy sexy.
Right, it was
It
cute.
was
Sexy.
girl you want to marry, but you also want to play with.
Every man's dream sexy.
Okay, so
Amazing.
Tangerine, that extension, her leg was literally past her head.
And strong.
Exactly, and
Yes.
very. She pointed her toes correctly. She had great form, but the look in her face is what sold it.
I know.
She was so confident.
But I
and
have one
so
negative thing to say.
Captivating. What?
One negative thing.
What is it?
I didn't feel like she was very rhythmic. I felt it was all about technique, and it wasn't more about the feeling. Like,
But I think but as she continues to grow, I mean, you know, she's 18.
oh my
Yeah.
God, no.
You know what I mean? So as she continues to grow, she'll
When I was
definitely
18,
be able to-
I didn't have any feeling. I
and
didn't.
you-
Even,
what?
well, first I hadn't had any, you know what?
It
So
comes. Oh, that's good to know. Good for you for waiting that long.
this is so
I
much
sure
fun.
didn't.
When I was watching the American Idol auditions,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell. I'm gonna say this. You can tell which girls have had sex and which girls haven't. I'm telling you, it is so apparent.
That's a shame.
But I think with her as well, it would be interesting to see her do other things.
Oh my
Right,
God.
and that's what I love
Oh
about
my
So You
God.
Think You Can Dance, because they have a lot of talent when they're chosen, but you watch them grow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're amazing by the end of it, and they've learned all these new styles, and
Yeah.
And they
they've
surprise
lived some
themselves,
things, and so
yeah.
their face expressions are even that much more, captivating.
Right.
I love it.
I didn't love her outfit though. I think her outfit
It was very
kind of
You know what it was?
meh.
It was like she was going to practice.
yeah.
You know, she was
Yeah.
going to dance class.
Yes.
Over there at the Edge or at
Yes.
the Dance Center, and she was just, I feel like. Yes, her dancing captivated everybody, but and I know they like to keep it minimal because they want to see the body.
Right.
Yes. But I know, y'all, I'm sorry, but it's kind of like a pageant. You're out there, you're in the open, we can talk about her body.
Okay.
I didn't think that,
Her body shouldn't have been exposed.
right.
Not like
You
that.
said it, I didn't.
She had great legs.
I'm bold. I'm gonna
I
say
am
it. I didn't
too.
love her midsection. She
Yeah.
should have worn a tight tank top to cover it,
Right.
something
Or-
flattering for her shape, and still.
Or tangerine. What about this? Maria, you know this, like maybe like a sheer tank or something.
Right, because those
like,
are sexy.
Yeah.
And they don't show the flab.
Yeah.
Right. Love sheer tanks.
But
love
She
sheer
had
tanks.
great legs. She had great
Right,
arms.
right.
She had great chest. Don't show us what isn't great.
Exactly.
But I think
Yeah.
that's the great thing about being a performer. She's like, I don't care about that. I need to go out there and
True.
just be me, and I'm going to do my thing. And
True.
I want you to see that it has nothing to do about my shape, my size. It has to do with my talent, my passion behind what I'm doing.
Thank
It's
you.
called
Amen,
confidence.
sister.
Yes.
And the thing is variety's great. We don't want everybody to be stick thin and like APAC,
not
you
at
know what I mean?
all. Right.
Speaking of a surprise, DC Chapman, I think his first name was Darion or something.
Yes, Darion DC Chapman.
I'm in love. Like, what was that?
First of all, I actually teared up during his
You
story.
did. About his, tell us the story.
Okay, he's 23 years old. He already auditioned last year for season 7, didn't make it, but him and his girlfriend promised each other they would come back and try this year. She's 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
They're excited about it. It's a planned pregnancy at age 23.
Yeah.
They live with his parents.
Uh-huh.
And obviously his parents had children that are about the age the baby is, because he's playing with kids, and the parents are like, oh yeah, he's going to be a great father. We can tell by the way he plays with our kids. So it's going to be that weird, my cousin and my brother and sister are all the same age as
Yeah.
my aunt and uncle thing.
Oh, for sure.
But the love I saw in his eyes when he talked about his girlfriend, and when he came up there, I was worried that he was going to embarrass black people, because he got up there and they were like, what are you going to do? He's like, well, I'm going to sea walk like they do on the West Side.
Yeah, in the wheelchair.
Right.
In the wheelchair.
Then he did. Then he did.
And then I took that up. Yeah,
And I was like, oh, please don't embarrass me.
please.
See, I don't even know that move. Is that like...
It's a new song. It's got a new video.
Okay.
It's really hot in the clubs. And
okay.
everybody's like, cat, daddy.
Wait, can you teach us? Can we try to do it now? Let's do it.
You put
Yeah.
your arms like this.
Yeah,
like your
yeah,
arms like
yeah.
this.
Teach us.
You do like you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, wheelchair.
And then you go one way like you're skiing, the other way, and then you dip all the way down.
Oh! I just did
Bam, bam. Woo! And then he said, skirt, skirt.
Nice.
So I love that he got Nigel to do the dance too, though.
That is so fun.
That was
That
hilarious.
saved it, though. I think that really saved it, because
Yes.
he was going down the path of, oh my gosh, what is he
Oh
gonna
my
do?
gosh, ghetto
And
guy
then
with a baby mama. And then he became so endearing, and I was like, oh my god, I want him to get it. And the
Yeah.
song choice was
oh,
incredible, because
yeah.
it wasn't hip hop or
No.
rap. It was like
it
Frank
was Sinatra.
Yeah,
Sinatra.
girl.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
I mean, that's
old
life.
school.
Frank Sinatra, that's life.
You know
That
what?
was
I
song.
looked at him and I'm like, this guy should be on Broadway.
Yes.
Every single beat he was on, it didn't matter if it's a finger, it was
Right,
moving. And that's
right,
very bossy. I mean, hello.
It's like, like he took,
Yeah.
he really made sure that every detail.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about dancing.
Me
Because
too.
you're like really making sure it's not just sloppy. It's
no.
not you just doing.
But it has
you
to be
really
that
took
combination
detail.
of the detail with the fluidity.
Yes.
Okay,
And he
yes.
had that.
Can we just say, here's the difference between DC and the first girl, Jordan.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather watch DC than Jordan because I grew up with like competition dance and all that stuff.
Right,
So
me too.
for me, I can do all that stuff. Like things I can't do, I'm like, oh, you're so fabulous.
Right.
Because it's just natural. That kid has no
What
technique.
style
I can't.
of dance was he doing?
Who
'Cause
knows?
I've never seen
Who
him. And
knows?
the fact that he chose a Frank Sinatra song.
Yeah.
He had on like some regular casual clothing and he did moves that I don't even know what category they go in.
No.
But it caught my attention. It was so interesting for me.
It was like hip hop goes Broadway.
Thank you.
Yes, and I
That's it.
respect that.
Yeah, you know what? They actually did that with a show called In the Heights.
Yeah.
And so they took the hip hop and made and rap, and they put that sucker on Broadway, and it got nominated and won a couple of Tony Awards. So he could
wow.
Is it still on Broadway?
He could definitely do it.
I gotta go to New York.
It just ended.
Well,
It ended maybe like last year. A friend of mine was in it, so I went to go see it. But I was saying all that to say that there's a place for him on Broadway. For sure.
Already.
There
Broadway,
is.
are you listening?
Yeah, right?
It's almost like
Get little
he took
DC.
his life and put it into hip hop. Because there was moments in there that he looked out towards his girl. There was moments he looked out towards the judges saying, please,
Yes,
have me
and
on
he
the
did the
show.
Cat Daddy during his
Yes,
routine.
and he looked
Someone-
straight at
and he
him.
looked at them and
He's like,
Yes,
yeah, I'm doing it.
yes,
I'm doing it.
so much
Talk about inside his body and coming out. The judges. I mean, I bet Mary Murphy was like, I didn't do that. That's not what I was doing.
Of course not. At home by myself.
So here we go. Next girl, Ariel Coco, a veteran, and she's what, 21 years old. She's already been there like three times before.
Yes. Right.
She
I felt bad for her.
I think she might win. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
She
hands down.
grew tremendously.
And they
Like,
love
yeah.
those stories.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I have to give props to anybody who will wait in the line to get the number and audition and do it again the next year when they were
Yeah.
told no,
Well-
and do it again and again. Like,
Right.
you really have to have a lot of heart,
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
courage,
Yeah.
a lot of oomph,
Right.
I
It's
guess.
confidence. She's like, you know what? I know I've got it in me somewhere.
Right.
And one of these years, I'm going to find it, and you're going to see it.
And that's the
Yes.
thing that people don't realize. Like young people, they need to, all of us actually in general, they say you must fail often in order to be successful one time.
Right.
So we have to, like, that was a testimony to me to make sure. I mean, look at us with the sisters. You know what I mean? We made
Right.
sure we keep pushing and
We've
pushing.
been through something.
Right,
Our
right.
show is called The Sisters. But
Yes.
Colonel Sanders, they said that when he was about 70 years old, his retirement checks weren't enough for him to keep a living after he retired. So he tried to sell his chicken recipe all around the country. He was turned down like 1,091 times.
No.
And he kept trying, and finally somebody bought it, and now we have KFC.
Can't
There you
freaking
go.
see.
And thank heavens for that.
Yes.
So that is what
got
Ariel
grilled strips
represents
now.
to me.
Yes.
KFC.
Yes, yes.
And she was so powerful now. In
Yes.
past auditions, she's been a little weaker. But now, all of a sudden, she had this strength. And
Yeah.
they even talked about it. The judges talked about how strong she had gotten.
Well,
Right.
you can tell she's been putting in the work.
You can tell that I love that she didn't come back doing it at the same level she was
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
But is she the same one that was walking real sexy and slow?
Yes.
And looked
Uh-huh.
the judges right in
And
the
look at
eye
'em.
and
She's
pulled
got
her
the
hair
red
up. I
lips.
was like,
The
holy
red lips. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
She was going to eat them alive.
I
was like,
know.
pause. Let me enjoy this moment.
Well, you can't pause, girl. You got a DVR. Okay, next we've got the Asian girl, the Japanese girl.
Hiro.
So cute.
Hiro. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now talk about unique. What was that?
Her
What?
broken English
What?
was so adorable. Her broken English, I was so proud of
It was-
her.
and it was
Yeah.
amazing.
And she said, I didn't have money to go to school to learn English, so I learned it from TV and movies and my lover at the time. And
Yeah,
I was
my
like,
lover at the
"You got
time."
a lover out here.
My
You couldn't even speak
boyfriend.
English. Go ahead, girl.
They had the same kind of language, just
Yeah.
wasn't English.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I guess
cute.
so.
So what do you think of her dancing?
I thought her dancing was so original and amazing, and it was like she took every single beat and was like, I'm gonna put a move in there, and I'm gonna put another move in there, and my body's gonna go this way because there's a little bit more bass there. It was amazing.
Right.
Yeah, she paid attention to that song she chose. And she
She
choreographed
knows
it well.
every single muscle in her body.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like I can't move like that. Like
Yeah.
that's a gift from God. Like that
Yeah,
is
I
one
can't
of
wait
those
to
things
see
where
her.
it's like
I can't wait to see her, dance. I can't wait to see where she goes in the competition.
well, she's gonna have to do partnering. She's gonna have to do tap.
that's
She's gonna have to do
gonna
ballet.
happen.
She's gonna do
Yeah.
lyrical, bone,
Yes.
salsa, tango.
hip hop. Yeah.
I mean,
one thing she
Mia
said-
Michaels.
There's one thing she said is that Japanese people are very detail-oriented. I know that because when I was over there, the way they would wrap one souvenir for me was irritating. Because if I'm buying 6 gifts, they would wrap each one individually, and put a little tape on it and tape here and then put a ribbon on it and then put it inside a box. And we're like, I'm ready to go.
I have a question. Have y'all ever
She
seen?
dances.
Have you ever seen Love Actually, the movie?
Oh,
when
yeah.
Mr. Bean does that.
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and the guy's like, come on,
That was
wrap
me.
it.
I'm telling you,
that was the girl. That was the
irritating.
girl.
But that detail is what transferred into her dancing, and that's why she heard every beat and the bass, like you were saying, and she hit it. It was really good to watch.
I really liked how their intro to say you're going to Vegas. They're like, we better just go call your dad because you're going to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That was cute.
It was cute. They got some good one-liners. They're keeping it
They
up.
had a great one.
Well, next we had our crazy Santa Claus. That was just stupid.
You know, I fast forwarded through that.
I did.
I don't like him.
And then
Who are you talking about?
He had like a
Santa
six-pack of
Claus.
fat.
You know what? I actually thought he danced better on the street, on the little pre-roll that they did, than he
Yeah.
did on the actual stage. Because he was
Yeah.
about outside booty popping for the
He's
audience.
nervous. He was
And
nervous.
he was doing like some crump and dancing, and he's supposed to be Claus the Crump or something like that. Yeah, the Claus of Crump. So I thought he was
God.
going to get in there and just kill it.
Right.
I mean, anybody who's going to be overweight with blush on and paint their beard white, I'm thinking you better bring it because we're watching you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And his performance was like, at one point I thought he was going to do a backflip because he went like this, and then
Yeah.
he just stopped. And then looked at the audience, and I was like, oh, this
You know
is bad.
what? I feel like So You Think You Can Dance is not having a lot of poor, bad people on the show. I feel like they're actually showing us good dancers, and then they're going to show us Santa Claus. You know?
Yeah.
They haven't
They're
showed us.
gonna throw in a couple.
Right,
And
right.
that's one's for like the boyfriends that you're watching it with. They're like, ah, look at this.
I was watching with my boyfriend, and he was like, everybody was doing so well. He was like, show me who did badly.
Yes!
You know, people watch American
They didn't
Idol
have
auditions
it.
because they want to see people do that, you know, horrible, squeaky sound.
Or just like some of those people who fell, like, you know, doing the backflips and fell in the,
and
my
that's
God.
what we want to see. So he was like, everybody's doing good. And I said, hold on, let me show you Claus again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
A six-pack. Remember he squeezed his big belly together and made a six-pack out of it?
Aw, boo.
Crazy.
Boo.
I like that.
Oh God, Santa
I
Claus,
fast
goodbye.
forwarded.
Go
I
back
was
to North
like, no,
Pole.
thank you.
Exactly.
And you're not under 30, so you shouldn't be even
Yeah, what
like
is going on with
auditioning.
these kids?
Yeah.
You got a little guy who's got a baby on the way going up against this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that was their only character. I mean, American Idol has so many people to show, so it's like the same, you know, the same producers. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, we might as well put Santa Claus in there and just make a joke out of this thing.
Right.
Okay, so how good was Janine's sister?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to be honest.
You didn't think so?
I thought she was incredibly
No.
talented, but I was bored because everybody else stepped out of the box for their audition to make me remember them.
Yeah.
And she just did a beautiful ballet number to a beautiful ballet song. I
Right.
would like to see her switch something up, like maybe the song not go with the moves
Right.
or something. I knew she's talented and I knew they would pick her, but I was bored.
Well, and another thing.
Well, I mean, you gotta go back to the classic.
The mouth thing is going to be a problem all season because they've already introduced us to that. So now we're all going to be
Right,
looking
we're
at her
gonna be
mouth
watching at her
and not
as
her
she
face.
dances.
That's all I could look at when she was
Like a fish.
dancing.
It was a weird
Honestly,
like, what are you
who was a
trying to
cheerleader?
do? Eat me? You're a cheerleader?
Were you a cheerleader?
I was a drill team
Okay.
competition, so your face had to be, we all had to have the same hair.
Same hair, same face,
pantyhose,
yes.
makeup, face expressions.
Right.
It was serious.
So it's like they do that thing where it's like A-E-I-O-U, you know, and I felt like she was kind of like, it wasn't connected to her body.
Right.
Like, at all.
It was very
Right.
It was.
It's like, you're going to catch a bug, close your mouth.
Yes.
Ow.
You know what? It's funny. I'll bring this up. We talked about Hines Ward in Dance with the Stars the whole season about his mouth because you couldn't watch him because his mouth was like something crazy and his tongue was hanging out and they were like, close your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think she'll do great with the ballroom and the tap and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but when she
when
gets
it
to
comes
the
to
other-
hip
yeah,
hop, when
she's
you
not-
have to have like feel it and live it,
Yeah.
I don't
She's
know
gonna have some
what to expect from her.
problems.
Do you?
She could surprise us. We never know. I mean, she's young and all she does is dance. So, I mean,
But
and
you know, it's got to be hard for her because
That's
her
what I was
sister's
just gonna
already
say.
won.
her sister
sister's already
not
won,
only was
and you
in
can
it,
see
she
the
won.
jealousy. Yes.
Oh.
'Cause she's like, people like walk up to her like, oh my God, aren't you one of my sisters? Like she's God or something. When she said that, I was like, ooh, she's jealous of her sister.
Well, I also
she gets
liked
it a
that she
lot, it
said
sounds
that.
like.
Yeah.
I liked it because it made her different. Like she wasn't just like, oh, my sister. No, she had to have you have to have a tiny bit of attitude to stick out on these shows.
Right.
Even if she doesn't mean it, she might mean it, she might not, but whatever,
Right.
she got to stick out.
Right.
Oh gosh, now we've got the break dancer.
Yeah.
The break dancer. I'm trying to
Wait,
remember
who's
him.
that?
Yeah, that was like the
The one with the
The
bob?
tomboy. Oh no, the tomboy.
no, yes, the top. She looked like a man.
The tomboy, the little boy, her name was Patty Anna. I think she
Patty
should go ahead
Ann.
and change her name to Pat. She's
Okay.
gorgeous though. She's so cute, great skin, a little ponytail. She had a bow tie on and a flannel shirt. And her job for a living was a style consultant. So that was funny to me because she's like, she didn't have a lot of style, but it was for a man.
Right.
Yeah, but she could dance.
And she also was in the Berklee School of Music.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's where her rhythm came from.
Right.
She was so emotional.
Yeah, she was
I
crying
keep
when they
on
were
wanna say
telling
he.
her how good she was.
Okay, we got to do that dance one more time.
All right.
Okay, which one? You want
Okay,
to do the cat
because I want to see,
skirt?
because you got to,
cat
you got
skirt.
to
Okay.
I know, ready?
on DC Chapman.
Here we go.
All right.
We're going to go right, left, and then skirt. Okay.
Right,
left, and skirt. Yes, yes, say it. Left, skirt.
And
I feel like a bird. What? We can do better at the change the word of the way.
And skirt. And skirt.
And skirt. It's going to take us a little commercial break.
Yes.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Chrissy, what did he say?
Closer to me.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, we are back.
And we're back, y'all. Hey, and guess what? We have a new guest on, Miss Allison Aislip from what? The only show out there that's like the hot, well, except for our show.
Obviously.
The Voice.
The
The Voice.
That's a big deal.
Everybody knows. The Voice.
Yes. I get everyone to try to flash their V on Twitter.
Nice.
That's what I call it. Flash your V.
Flash your V.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that.
So
are you having a good time?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. I mean, none of us knew when we started this show it was going to become as huge of a hit as it has. And we start live shows on Tuesday this coming week, and they're setting me up in what they're calling the V Room. So people can tweet in live during the show, and the artists come and talk to me, and then I ask them people's Twitter questions, and the
lovely.
artists answer it live on the show. Like,
That's hot.
we become an interactive show starting Tuesday. It's going to be amazing.
You were on it though last week, right?
Sorry?
You've already been on it though. I've seen you.
I'm the V correspondent. So on the show, I've been doing little promos for our website, but on the website, like all the behind the scenes info comes from me.
Yeah. Girl, you're awesome.
Yeah.
You rock. Where are you
Everybody's
from?
talking about that
Originally
show.
New Jersey.
Nice. Nice.
Jersey
Jersey
girl.
girl.
I know. Wait till I get drunk.
That's when it always comes out.
I love my Jersey girls. Let me
Right.
tell you something. All my friends are from Jersey.
So, are you allowed to say like who's your favorite or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think there are a couple front runners at least. I mean, everyone's talking about Javier, obviously. Jeff is a huge contender.
him.
You know,
Yeah.
Adam. I think Adam as a whole has the strongest team. But
Right.
then you have people like Beverly on Christina's team, who she could kill it. She could knock it out of the water.
How is she in person? You've met all
Beverly,
these guys.
Beverly is one of those people that when you sit down next to her, life is just better. Like
my
she's
God.
just got this
Great
amazing
effect.
view on life. She's just
I love
happy and
it.
loves life, and she's just great. Like,
That
yeah.
makes me happy. How old is she?
She's in her 40s. She's our oldest contestant.
wow.
Yeah.
I had no
She's
idea.
21.
She kind of like
No,
had
she's-
that
yeah, she
very
doesn't
well.
look
That first battle round when we saw her like fully done up in makeup, I was like, "You're gorgeous."
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Same with Frenchie. Frenchie in person is
Yeah.
like, she's got the most stunning skin I've ever seen on any human being. Like,
Wow.
It's nice too, by
Oh,
the way.
thank you. It ain't Frenchie skin though.
I love hearing that people in real life are great and they have a great positive attitude.
Yeah.
And I just pray they keep it. The bigger they get. the bigger they
Exactly.
get.
I mean,
And
already
stay
our top 16 have already started getting recognized in places. Like they walk around town and people are like, "Wait, you're the cowboy from The Voice."
Exactly.
You know? So they're starting to feel
It's
it.
awesome.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
those stories.
Well, I mean,
Waitress
so is
turned
this?
singer.
I mean, have you ever done a singing competition type of show?
I have not worked on one, no. I mean, I used to watch American Idol. I used to be into that kind of stuff.
Right.
And my whole family's musicians, so music's always been like a big part of my life.
So great.
Which is why when I got approached about this job, I was like, wait, I get to be a part of a music show and I just get to like tweet and do social media stuff, which is what I do in my free time anyway. Yeah, sure. Like, no brainer. Let's do it.
Allison, the tweeter.
So you have a lot more hits now too.
Yeah, definitely. And especially when we go live and like I'm actually incorporated into the show, like I'm expecting it to really pop then.
And what's your Twitter so everybody can
It's
follow
at
you?
Allison Hayslip, ALISONHAISLIP.
Y'all got that? Y'all got that?
Yeah.
Make sure you
with that
tweet
girl
in.
Allison now.
Talk about the show.
I will. I am not shy to retweet people who say embarrassing things on Twitter. So just
Nice.
like
That's
be
good to
careful
know.
what you
Beware.
tweet me.
Beware. Good to
Yes.
know.
What's another favorite show? Do you watch So You Think You Can Dance?
Obsessed with that show.
Oh, good. That's what we're talking about.
I love that
yeah,
show.
so let's
See the
talk.
LA auditions that just happened?
Yes, exactly. I watched like 3 hours of it last night.
Oh, well, girlfriend, who's your fave? Who's your fave?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I know them well enough yet. Oh, how about Janine's sister?
Oh, we were
She
just talking about her.
Yeah. Like,
What about the break dancer that's having the kid?
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Or the girl who wore the bow tie.
That's
Yeah.
Patty Anna, the little tomboy. Patty Anna.
Yeah, we called it the tomboy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
But she's
I'm so
talented.
excited for this season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
everybody was so
amazing.
good
I
in
thought the
LA.
LA auditions are probably the
Well,
best.
it's LA. It's to be
LA is the
expected. It
best.
would be embarrassing
Yeah,
if
I
LA
think
wasn't
so,
so
It's
good.
usually not that good though.
Right, that's
So
true, that's
everybody
true.
stepped their game up.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was awesome.
And you know, the only thing about LA that I thought was there wasn't that much variety. There was no ballroom, there was no salsa, there was no different styles of dance. It was mostly contemporary.
Yeah, no, it seemed like New York and the New York episode and the what was that? New York and Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really had a lot of variety.
Let me tell you, those Utah girls and boys can dance.
They came out kicking. I'm amazed.
They're serious.
Yeah.
Do we have what else is there to do?
Yeah, I
Vegas
think
next
Vegas is next week, right?
Oh, I
Right.
can't
We're
wait.
off to the
I
Vegas.
can't wait.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cry
Yeah.
multiple
time.
times while I watch that show.
Me too.
I cry all the time.
So Allison, are you a dancer?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I used to be. Like growing up, I was like in dance classes and like I can do a time step, but that's about it. You know?
Can you do it right now?
Some people
No, I'm not gonna do it
Okay.
right now. I do it right now. Fall off the stage.
We're idiots over here. We'll do whatever.
We
You
just
all
did
do
the
a
cat
time
daddy
step.
dance.
Okay,
Yes.
We did the
We'll
cat
do it.
daddy.
If you all do
Ready?
the time step,
We're
if
gonna
I
do a
don't
time
fall
step,
off
y'all.
the
We're gonna
stage,
stand up
I'll do
together.
it.
Okay,
Okay,
we just
now.
signed a release
do it.
before you got here.
I know.
Allison.
Yeah. Come on. We're gonna do that.
I don't know the time step.
I don't know. All right.
You have to show it to us.
Maria, you
It's
come over
tap
here.
dancing.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, tap dancing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Luckily, and sing. Ta-da!
Our producer's yelling cat daddy. He wants us to do cat daddy again.
Right.
All I can say is I'm glad you couldn't see my feet. I'm glad you could only see my head.
And you just gotta sell it up top.
Just sell it
You
up
gotta
top.
sell it up top. You're right.
Are there many tap shoes that are like 5 inches high? Because that's what I have on right now.
Stiletto
Yeah.
taps.
Stiletto taps, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
That was fun.
And this is your AfterBuzz chorus line.
Yes.
Or
Jazz
42nd
hands.
Street.
Yes.
42nd Street.
And if you're just tuning in because you didn't know we were doing this, we are right here live at the W Hotel in Hollywood at the MTV Awards Gifting Suite. We are talking about So You Think You Can Dance, but we have a special guest, Allison Hayslip. Did I say the last name right? I love your
Yes.
last name. Actually,
Yes.
from The Voice.
The Voice.
And we're having fun and we're dancing. And we might get
We're
her to
dancing.
sing
We
too.
love it. We can't help it.
We might get her to sing.
Oh dear God.
Oh, you say we're going to sing now?
We gotta get her to sing because she's on The Voice.
Do it.
We should just
Anything.
start like a 5-girl acapella group right now.
You can just
I'm
sing
a tenor.
AfterBuzz TV. That's all you have to sing.
How do
Just
I
make
sing
up a
it?
little tune. Just like,
Oh.
whatever you want.
AfterBuzz TV.
Yes!
AfterBuzz.
Yes! I love it.
Do it.
I thought we were doing it as
We're going to use that on our show.
I thought we were doing it in harmony.
We're going to use that. They have a tape.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's why I repeated after her. I thought we were doing it in harmony. I was trying to do it in harmony with you, but it didn't work.
No.
Yeah, because we
That's
don't know
what
how
we'll
to
work on
sing.
that for
Christy.
next
Christy
time.
actually knows how to sing. Christy sings on my voicemail when she leaves me messages and she forgets that she's on a voicemail.
Right.
That's when I'm tired and horny.
That's
Can you
awesome.
give us a note? She sang on my birthday. She sang happy birthday to me in the parking lot Really? What was that? The Conga Room.
Yeah, the
Last
Conga Room.
week. She sang Happy Birthday and it was Jamie
Foxx's
Foxx.
Conga Room.
Yes,
You
Jamie
can
Foxx's Conga Room.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, look at all this talent over here.
Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's enough.
All right, back to
Wow.
Allison.
Wow.
Nobody has a birthday.
I've never seen you on your show again.
Can you cast for The Voice? Because I think she belongs there.
Yeah.
Season 2, baby. We start in January.
There we go. There we go.
We're recruiting everybody. Lillian's gonna do it too.
Oh, Lillian has to do it.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Lillian's voice.
I know. Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful.
I know.
Yes, another one of our hosts that we're talking about right now, Lillian Garcia, former WWE diva, and she has amazing voice as well. So we could do like a whole singing, dancing,
We're mostly talented.
Monologue.
Yeah, it would be
Play
great.
guitar.
I have a question.
Right. Yes.
Dance party at this end of the table.
I know because
I
you
feel
guys
like
don't know
we're here.
but we have a DJ in here.
By the way, I have to say that this is the best panel of girls I've ever been on. I mean, I'm having so much fun.
All right.
All right, y'all. We're heading into commercial. We'll see y'all in just a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out. That wig.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Hey, y'all, and we're back. And guess who we have as a special guest? We've got the one and only Allie Landry.
Hi, girl.
Hey.
This is where the party is. What are you
Yes.
guys doing over here?
I'm having a good time.
Partying, dancing, Tom
I see
stepping.
that. I see that.
You are gorgeous
My
in real
time.
life. I used to watch you on TV, and I'm like so close. I'm like, wow, she's really pretty.
You are gorgeous.
Go
you.
girl.
And she's nice.
I was just looking at you over there going,
Very
wow.
nice. Thank
And
you
just
so much.
ladies, just so you guys know, I did have the opportunity to guest star on her show on Eve. So they were really
Yes.
nice to me, and I always
She
want to
played
give
the
them
celibate
props.
girl.
I did
Yes.
play the celibate girl, not too
You?
far from
It was
how I
huge
live my
acting.
life.
It was all acting.
Yes, we had a good time on that show.
Yes.
It was definitely lots of fun. Lots
So
of fun.
what do you have going on now? What's going on
Well,
with you?
I have a baby growing in my belly. That's number one.
That's
Thank you.
what I was about to say. There's the glow. My
Yeah.
sister just had a baby a week
She
ago.
did. Oh, congratulations.
Thank y'all. And
I
that
have
was
one
so
that's
exciting.
already she's almost 4. She'll be 4 next month, Estella. And then I'm like a little over 5 months. So that's good. And I just sold a television show. I started about a year ago getting together all these celebrity moms. You know, I just figure, you know, we're all around the same age. We all have children. We all kind of see each other at events. But, you know, you don't really talk to each other, which is so odd in this town, don't you think?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
So it was really important to me just to kind of come together as a group of women and just really kind of support each other. So we started a supper club. We do it once a month. We do it at someone's house. It's potluck. It's fun. We share tips and secrets. So we actually sold it like a television version of that show. So some of the girls will still come on. We'll still have guests. We're doing it with the former executive producer of Oprah for 20 years. And then I'm launching a site for moms, a product review site for moms called Spokesmoms. And we're doing a big celebrity red carpet event it's called the Red Carpet Event, but it's Celebrities Driving Awareness for Car Seat Safety. It's the #1 killer of children. And we have 3 web series that we just sold as well. Just partnered with Ustream, who I think we're on right now.
Ustream.
Love Ustream.
That's
so there's
cool.
lots of things going on.
I mean, and how wonderful is that to be able to come together for people who are not on TV to see celebrities going through the same thing that they go through, because sometimes they don't think that we're different. I mean, that they think that we're different from
It's so weird
them.
because they're like, oh, you guys are so normal. Well, you know, it's like
Exactly.
the perception is totally skewed. Like, yes, you deal with everything. Everybody has the same issues.
Right.
The diaper still has to be changed.
Yes.
Whether you're
The
on
baby
TV
still
or
cries.
you're not.
You still get a little tired.
Yeah.
And you're still trying to run a career. So
Well, good for you for being able to be a mom and be so busy with so many different things going on.
I'm in the
Miss
energy phase
Multitasker.
of my pregnancy, so I'm trying to take full advantage.
Right.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
Good for you. That's wonderful.
So you said you have a 4-year-old.
Yes, she's going to be 4 next
And
month.
what's her name?
Estella.
Estella. Oh, that just flows.
And is this a boy or girl? Or is it too soon to know? 5 months, I'm not sure.
We're really not. I do know. But I don't think I'm ready to say on Ustream.
Okay.
But I do know. It'll be a surprise.
Yes.
We're very excited. We'd be very excited either way.
I have a question. I read in the news there was a couple who was having a baby, but they didn't want to give the baby a sex. They wanted the baby to grow up and choose its own sex. So they weren't going to tell anybody what the sex was. And just let the baby kind of discover it as it grew up.
Right.
How do you feel about that? It was the weirdest thing for me to read that.
You know, really, I really don't like to judge. I'm like in a place in my life where I'm like, love more, judge less.
Nice.
So it's like everybody kind of has their own way of, raising their child or even however, living their life. So I understand that concept. It's just, they will be exposed to society, these children, and even my daughter, like, for example, the whole princess thing. Like, we are not, oh my gosh, you're a princess. Like, none of that. But for some reason, the kid is fascinated with everything Disney and princess. So,
right.
They kind of, yes, they find their way, but they're going to identify with, of course, other children that kind of look like them. It's rare when they sort of go the opposite direction. If they identify with the opposite sex, which there's obviously cases. But, I'm just, to each their own. The most important thing is to give them love and nurture them and
Good
let them
answer.
flourish.
Good answer. Sweet are you.
It is a good answer.
Sweet girl. Very
Life's
safe,
too
too.
short,
Right.
It is.
I agree with you
It's
on
too
that.
short.
What advice would you give to a young mother or a mother that's out there now who might be struggling a little bit with raising their child? Or, just what advice would you give to help them want to come to your show? That's why I'm asking. So when your show comes out, they're going to say, oh, I have to get advice from them.
I think the most important thing that I learned from the very beginning is really to surround yourself. You really need your support system. And it doesn't, I'm here in LA and I would love, of course, for it to be my family, but my family lives in a different state. My husband's family lives in a different country.
Wow.
So I really have been forced to find friends that have children. I meet women at the, whether it's at Babies R Us when I'm trying to find a bottle or, at my pediatrician, and really just surrounding yourself with a support system of women or people that you can really depend on or ask those questions, or whether you need a sitter or, it's hard to go through it alone, and there's no reason that you have to. There's so many people out there that want to help out and share their knowledge, and that's really what this supper club was for us, just
Smart
really coming
idea.
together as women and supporting each other and lifting each other up, because you see so many things on television where, it's drama. They want the drama, which is great. I watch it all. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
But, I'm just in a different place in my life, and it's really just
If people want to find out more about your charity, where can they go to?
Well, it's a show.
It's a show.
It's a show. This is a show. But one of the things that the companies I work with is Safe Kids, and Safe Kids is they focus on everything safety with children, whether it's at the house, whether it's, there's so many children right now that are dying. People are leaving their children in the cars, like thinking that they're fine, and the temperature is probably double that in the car. We already just hit 500 children since 1998. Like, that was last week. The 500th child just passed away in a car because they were left there. And then we do car seat safety, we do poison control, we do everything. So I've been working with them for the past year.
So Safe Kids.
Yeah, Safe Kids.
Safe Kids.
And what made you get involved with them?
Really,
Was there an incident,
the honest truth is that I met a woman, her name is Christine Miller, and her child was 3 years old, the same age as mine, and she went to a store to buy, he grew out of his car seat, and she said, I'm ready, I need another one, and they recommended her putting him in a booster, and it was too soon, and they got in a car accident that same day. And she had her other child, her little girl, who was younger, in a 5-point harness, and she had him in a booster, and he was ejected from the car, and he died. And I just thought every parent has to put their child, where they have autism or whatever. Like, any child has to go in a car seat, everybody. So and no one's talking about it. No one's talking about the safety and the requirements and the height and what's direct, really how to keep your child safe as possible in the car. So it's like, I just wanted to really be proactive because I knew it could have easily happened to me. And after I went through the course, like, I became a technician myself, and after doing that, my car seat was so messed up in my car. And most parents, you just kind of do what you think is the safest, and 9 out of 10, it's really not installed correctly. So,
is that a lawsuit for the people that sold the booster seat too early that recommended it? Are they responsible or no?
I don't think there was a lawsuit. No, but it's just education, really. And as a parent, like once you have a child, it really, it changes your perspective of life as a woman. It's a whole different ball game after that.
You know what else I've learned? It's not about children, but the seat belt in general. Yeah. There's a safety warning that says if the seat is reclined, it doesn't protect you from going forward if you get in an accident. So all the things about having to have the seat belt on, if you're leaning back in your chair to take a nap or because you're a gangster or whatever, it's not protecting you, and you can really kill yourself if you get into an accident. And most people don't realize that.
Well, really, we should all be in 5-point harnesses. It's the safest. Like that's what the race car drivers do. They have the where you snap here and it snaps it. Like that is where you are safest. But we got to start somewhere, so we're going to kind of get the word out there.
Well, I'm glad that you became a voice for that.
That's awesome. Nobody's talking about that. You see right here, AfterBuzz TV exclusive. You are learning safety things about the car.
There we go.
This is great.
I would have thought. Yeah, I love it.
I see you guys are talking about, what show are you talking about right now?
So You Think You Can Dance.
I have not seen it. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
But I have enjoyed watching you guys because you guys seem like you are totally into it.
We're acting out the dances.
Do some of the dance moves as well.
Yes.
Really?
Before you leave, I think we're going to
teach her the cat daddy.
Yeah.
You're
the baby. You're the baby.
You do it. It's part of the dance.
That's so funny. So what other shows are you guys watching on television right now? I am, personally, I have to say, I'm going through complete and total withdrawal in the afternoons now that Oprah is gone.
Oh my God.
I do not know what to do with
That's
myself.
a big deal.
Dr. Oz, God bless you. I love you, but you're just not filling my Oprah void.
Nobody can.
No,
Nobody can.
And then it was like all in 1 week. Like Oprah's gone, American Idol's gone,
Amazing.
American Model's gone.
I can't take
Modern
it.
Family went off the air. That's one of my favorite
That's what
shows.
we were
Like,
doing.
it's a show.
Oh
But
my gosh.
they're coming back though.
But the voice is really amazing.
I love the voice.
Yes.
Love the voice.
That
Oh, yeah. We just talked about it yesterday.
Okay.
Do you have a fave?
You know, I think it's still too early for me to really like.
Who's your favorite celebrity coach?
The coach?
Yeah.
I love CeeLo. He's just
Isn't
like,
he?
he's so cute. He puts it out there. And he's just like, you just want to hug him. I really love him.
I love it.
We all have crushes on Adam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's like, I don't.
What about
She's like,
I know. What about American Idol? Were you guys happy with the choice, the final
I
choice?
picked him.
Scotty, you
I
did.
picked him from
too.
day one. I did the AfterBuzz American Idol all season. And I said, they're going to pick a 15 or 16-year-old, and they're going to pick somebody country. They never had a country boy. There was something about Scotty, y'all, that captivated America.
He was good. And let me tell you, that little shy little country boy learned how to work that camera.
Oh.
Did you see him like pulling like his eyes and his little looks? And at the end, like I was like, go Scotty.
Alex.
Like, look at you.
That helps,
Oh
though.
yeah, the
That
mic tilt.
The lights down low.
The mic tilt.
I love your voice. I love your accent. Kat, you have the best accent ever.
That was so funny.
All right. I can't thank you for coming on
my
today.
gosh, thank you
We are
guys.
so excited to have you. And we will look out for your show. I'm so
Your web series and your the show we're planning for Celebrity Moms Club or Supper Club is actually the name of one of the web series is called Born by Moms. It's basically Shark Tank but for moms. Not mom daughters. Most of those moms in the episode still talk to everybody.
All right, y'all, go out and check out Allie's show.
Mom doing it.
I know. Mama of almost 2. Here we go. So, Allie, thank you so much for being a guest. I want to thank Christy and Tangerine and Maria and our friend. Hey, who's that? Oh, yeah, me. That's you. That's you. I got to remind you. I know. He's with Lawrence. Thank you for tuning in to So You Think You Dance, MTV Style Suite at the W Hotel in Hollywood. And tune in next week for the live taping of So You Think You Dance episode 4.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.